Alright there gardeners, so if you've been following along with this series for a while, you'll know that you don't necessarily need to sow wildflower seed to create a great wildflower meadow, but it can speed up the establishment of biodiversity. So I thought I would show you how to do it in case you want to go along with this way of starting a wildflower meadow. So this is how you do it. Now just a reminder that the meadow got cut down at the end of July and I removed the grass clippings, which lowers the nutrient content of the soil and helps wildflowers to compete with the grass. Since then, some wildflowers have grown back and we're getting a second flush, which the bumblebees are loving. But to sow wildflower seed, we need to cut the grass really short again. I managed to do this without cutting these beautiful field scabious down, because I'm only sowing seed in the areas which don't have many wildflowers. Now that we've cut the grass down, we need to create a seed bed for the wildflower seed to germinate in. We do this by scratching away some of the existing grass with a springtine rake. We're aiming to get to the point where we have around 50% bare ground. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it should look something like this. I'm using a rake because it's a small area, but it's a lot of work and you may prefer to hire a lawn scarifier instead. In 2025, that costs around £50 to £60 for a day, and it will make light work of this task. Remove all of the scarifyings. They'll make great compost when combined with other garden waste. Just so you know, I'm working on a video at the moment which will show you a very easy way to make amazing garden compost. But now, we need to sow these wildflower seeds. Now most of the seed that I'm sowing is stuff that I've collected from gardens with the owner's permission. But I've mixed a lot of yellow rattle in, which I bought from Emma's Gate Seed. I did this for two reasons. One is that yellow rattle is a hemiparasite of various grass species, which means that it takes water and nutrients from the grass roots. This stunts grass growth considerably, which allows wildflowers to compete with the grass. For this reason, adding yellow rattle can be a great way to increase floral diversity in your meadow. But do take note, for yellow rattle seed to germinate well, it needs to be sown in autumn, and it needs to be current season seed. I buy all my yellow rattle seed from Emma's Gate Seed because I know that they always give great quality seed. The second reason that I'm sowing yellow rattle seed is because it's got quite big seed, and other seeds I'm mixing in don't show up on camera. By the way, I'm only sowing a small amount of the seed that you can see here, the rest is for other gardens. You don't actually need very much seed. Most mixes can be sown at somewhere between 1 and 3 grams per metre squared. Ask the seed merchant for guidance on your particular mix. One more thing, when you buy wildflower seed, you can buy it with or without grass included. In this video, I'm showing you how to sow seed into an existing lawn or meadow. So we're using a mix without grass seed. You would use a mix with grass seed if you were starting a meadow from scratch. I'm not covering that in this video, but I'll try and make a video on that sometime soon. Just a really quick interruption. If you're enjoying this video, if you're finding the gardening advice helpful, hit the subscribe button because I make videos like this, giving gardening advice on all sorts of different gardening topics all the time, and you'll probably find them really useful. So hit the subscribe button, then carry on and join the video. Okay, back to the meadow. Sprinkle your seed evenly over the area of ground you just prepared. Some people mix their seed with dry sand to make it easier to spread evenly, but I don't bother, it's up to you. These shots show the seed at a higher sowing rate. It's just so that it showed up on camera, but just stick to the sowing rate recommended by the seed merchant. We want the seed to make good contact with the soil, so I like to run the back of the springtine rake over the seed to bed it in. And that's it. We wait for rain, no need to water. Some of this seed might germinate over the next few weeks, but most of it won't germinate until spring, so don't worry if you don't see anything happening. You might need to mow it once or twice over winter, but only do this when the soil has a little moisture to it. Otherwise, you might suck up some of that seed that you just sowed. And that's it. See you in spring.